Good morning. Welcome to day 116, Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. It is a little before 6 o'clock. I'm going to get camp broken down. Hopefully we'll be on our way around 6:30 or so. So slept pretty good last night. Didn't see any hikers all day. And then as I was set up here in camp, had 4 or 5 hikers pass by northbound. A couple were like really late after 8 o'clock. I think there may be another group camped on the east side of the lake. I heard some talking for a little bit. I'm not 100% sure if they're through hikers or not. I'm assuming they were, but who knows. So there were some people here, pretty cool. And it did cool down, which was nice. This was actually a great spot, really enjoyable spot. We're hoping to do 20 miles today. There is a national forest campground in about 20 miles. And then the PCT turns into a road walk for the next 6 miles into the town of Syad Valley, which we'll do tomorrow. So that's the morning update, and we'll see you on the trail. All right, taking a quick pack break. We're about an hour in. There is a tent site about 4 miles away where there might be some Verizon service, so we'll take a full break there. There's also a spring there, so if I want electrolytes, I can get some there. Yeah, from the campsite, like the first mile, very overgrown, blow downy. The trail's gotten better now, so just going up and down, up and down. All right, those deer you saw, there's another one. We're at Buckhorn Spring. There's a campsite here, some nice sites. The deer are very aggressive with salt, getting salt. So I cannot leave my pack here to go down and get water. So I think what I'll do is I'll go down to the spring, fill up enough for a couple of cups, have a little breakfast here, and then keep moving. Nice. All right, so here's a nice pool of water I can scoop from and filter from this. Perfect. The deer are up there, they're watching, they're waiting. So the reports from far out were totally accurate. There's 6 adult deer. They all were hovering around. 5 of them kept going. 1 got more aggressive than the rest. Had to shoo it away a couple of times. And the fawn is nowhere to be seen, so I guess that's good. Once we're done filtering water, we'll get some electrolytes going, have something to eat. I think there might be cell service here, and just had another female thru-hiker show up who's getting water down at the spring as well. They have no fear of humans, that's for sure. There has been a lot of this on the past couple of miles of trail. Lots of blowdowns. All right, we're at the Cold Spring Trailhead. That sign did not make it. It looks like the dirt road hasn't been maintained in a while. All right, it's noon. Just finished up another little quick break. Aired out the feet. Still has some electrolytes. I still have a few more swigs of electrolytes, then we'll be passing some water sources. I'll get some more going. We're going to be pretty much descending the rest of the day, and we're going all the way down to 1,700 feet. So, especially where there's no shade right here, it's very warm. All right, it's about 1:15. We're passing a seasonal stream that has a great flow, but about a mile from here, we're going to start hooking up with Grider Creek. There's supposed to be a really nice break spot there, so we'll go another mile and then we'll do some more electrolytes. All right, it's about 3:30. Got about 2.5 miles to camp. Had 2 thru-hikers pass me, a couple going very fast, and then a solo female thru-hiker from my first water source this morning. She passed me a little while ago. So that's all I've seen today. I have been dunking my baseball cap in the seasonal streams, and I dunked the hoodie in the last water source. So it is hot. So let's get to camp. Still have probably an hour and a half to go. This water feels so good, and it's cold. It's gonna taste good too. Rinsed out my socks, cleaned off my feet and legs. It is hot, but it feels good down here. All right, it's 5:30. I've got almost all of my chores done. Some days are a lot tougher than others at the end of the day. I think some of that just has to do with the heat. This is one of those days I'm just totally drained energy-wise. I don't even feel like looking at this video or editing it or doing anything, but I know if I don't do it tonight, then it just cycles into that much more to do tomorrow. Don't get me wrong, for the most part I really enjoy making them and editing them, but there are just some days where I just don't want to be bothered. So yeah, it's not all fun and games out here. I think it's just the heat really is what's getting to me. We're at such a low elevation. I'm in the shade, but it's still very warm. So yeah, just saw another person at the bridge, so check in for a recap in a bit. All right, so it's a little after 6. Amazing things happen out here. Amazing things. I was just sitting here eating some pretzels, just not moving and still sweating. The sun was just getting below tree line. It's actually like 10 degrees cooler now. But as I'm doing that and looking at tomorrow on Far Out, I hear a vehicle. It's like an ATV. Pulls up right above me here. Guy gets out, says hello. I say hello. He says, "Would you like a cold soda or beer?" Would I? So I met Brian, another Brian. He lives about 4 miles from here. Basically, when we leave the campground, the next 6.5 miles to Syed Valley is all road walk. So he's got a place right off the road, and he has a little sign in front of his place welcoming thru-hikers to use his porch. It's got a ceiling fan, it's got charging, it's got Wi-Fi. But he just drove by with a Yeti cooler with his dog and offered me cold drinks. So I got a Coke, and look at this. The original Pabst Blue Ribbon. They're so cold. I can't wait to crack them open. Morale was low at the end of the day. Morale was low. And just like that, morale is at an all-time high. Amazing. Thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it. All right. I'll probably come back just with the recap, but let's hear, what do we want to do first? I guess we'll do the beer first. Cheers to getting closer to Oregon. That's amazing. All right, see you in a bit. All right, a quick recap for our last day in July. We did over 20 miles. Fantastic. We're all the way down at 1,700 feet. So that explains part of the heat. Brian tells me that even, it will cool down, and, overnight I should be getting in the sleeping bag. So that's good news. I want to get an early start tomorrow to get down to the store and the cafe, get breakfast, hopefully get my resupply, and then decide if I'm going to do the big climb out tomorrow or not. I'm inclined right now to want to do that. Hold on a sec. Let me have a sip of my cold beer. I can't tell you how good that is. Okay. So, yeah, that is it for today. Now that the sun has gotten below the hill, it's already feeling a lot more comfortable in the tent. Hopefully I'll get more of an appetite back and can eat something. And we'll see you in the morning for the first day in August.